Get my degree in history and archaeology.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And your boy's here from Indiana?
Yep.
Yeah.
You work at Dairy Queen?
Yep, manager at Dairy Queen.
Manager?
Yep.
Nice. How old are you?
16.
Are you the youngest manager in Dairy Queen history?
Blew up in 1939.
What, the mine?
Yeah. Killed like 50 people. It's still up there too. There's a carving on the mine entrance with the date on it. They brought a bunch of Italian sculptors in here to do it.
Oh, no way.
That says 1937 on it. The guy I know, Ed Talbot, he's going to start making a heritage trail up there very soon.
Cool. So you guys really respect your miners?
Yes, sir. And then also, we're really proud of our veterans here, too. Matter of fact, during the Civil War, this county supplied supplied men for 3 units to go in. The 34th Virginia Cavalry, 10th Kentucky Cavalry, and the 2nd Virginia State Line.
You're into history?
Yeah. What really got me into it was my grandma telling me stories about my pawpaw, or about my third great grandfather, was her pawpaw. He was a native, half native, and he signed up in the 34th. He fought Gettysburg, Sharpsburg, all that. That's what really got me into it. Private Andrew Cole, Company C, 34th Virginia Cavalry, Witcher's Battalion. I got a grant Longwood University, 4 years, history, archaeology up in Farmville.
They paying your tuition?
Mm-hmm.
Full ride?
Yeah, and then 2 years of it I'll be spent in London.
UK, London.
Mm-hmm. What do you want me to sing?
Follow you to Virgin.
Yeah, I sang too. Of course, these boys had to bring it up.
Let's hear it.
That before these callous hands and all this work, we used to sit up at the flights, acting like we live forever, getting high and skipping class. Yeah, I reckon we were heathens, but in her eyes we were saints. Now we're calling all the boys home, 'cause heaven's angels carried her away. So I follow you to Virgie, and although it hurts me so, lay to rest this mountain beauty that the world's called home, and I can see her up in glory. I can see her through the pines.
Thanks, man. That was so cool.
When you're a bored kid in Appalachia, I mean, you get into anything that's interesting. I mean,
so you either get into anything interesting or you get into drugs, right?
I want to show people that Appalachia is not, that we are more than just drugs and coal mining. I mean, we have history here that spans, if you're counting the Native American history, spans about 1,000 years.
Right.
We have so much more to offer, the culture, the music, the people. The people are just great.
I agree.
I mean, folks here will help anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. That's what I love about it here, is that no matter what your background is, no matter where you come from, they'll help you.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, if you have respect, they will help you. And yeah, sometimes we get a little rowdy, sometimes we get a little reckless, but, you know, just good-hearted people.
So what do you think is needed in Appalachia?
Better leadership, I think. Pride. Not a lot of folks are proud of who they are.
So what do you think is needed in Appalachia? They're not proud here. I thought Appalachian people were very proud.
Because people's never taught them. People's never taught them where they come from, where they, how resilient they actually are, you know.
Right.
Because our ancestors, at least mine, speaking for mine, I'm a direct descendant of Viking kings. All the kings in Southwest Virginia is descended from Bjorn Ironside. First king in America was a guy named Geron Sweenus Bjornsson. He got the last name King as a nickname, as an epithet. given to him because he was in the Swedish army, and he was the bastard son of a noble from the House of Munza.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to Pennsylvania in the 1620s. Now, his descendants actually moved south. His great-grandson, Lieutenant Matthias Keene, ended up founding Keene Mountain, and he was a soldier in the Continental Army. I mean, badass people. Very badass people.
Makes you proud to be a descendant of that, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is needed in Appalachia? You got that was a
That was instant, man!
that was allowed. I got this.
Oh, my cord!
I just hooked into a giant and lost him. Lost him.
Oh, you lost
You lost him again.
The Romans just copied the Greeks' homework and made it a little different.
Who are you a bigger fan of, the Romans or the Greeks?
Oh, Greeks, 100%. I kind of do have a little bit of beef against the Romans.
You have beef against the Romans.
A little bit.
Why?
Because what they did to the Germanic people. Not just Germanics, but the Celts, too. Mass genocide, man. They got them back. Special Battle of Teutoburg Forest, 85 AD. You know the whole story of Arminius? Affected-
You are way more up on this stuff than me.
Arminius was a Germanic auxiliary for the Romans, but he defected and was a general for the Germanic tribesmen. Led them into the Black Forest, set trees ablaze, cut them down, divided up the legionaries. It was a bloodbath. General Varus was killed too. And it also confused the Romans because Arminius was still wearing his Roman armor. And actually, if you go to Munich, there's a statue of Arminius. Me and my camp, the Lieutenant Colonel Vincent A. Witcher camp of the Sons of Confederate Veterans, we put up the first Confederate statue in Buchanan County last year at my family cemetery. It was at the grave of my fourth great-grandmother, Elizabeth Jackson Kelly, and her husband died during the Battle of McDowell in Highland County, Virginia.
So, okay, for many people, when they hear Confederate, all they think is of racism immediately.
Nah, man.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you have friends from different ethnicities, or is that an issue?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't have a problem with anybody. My fourth great-grandfather on my dad's side was a black man who fought in the Confederate Army. His name was Private Nathaniel Hawthorne, and he was a sharpshooter for the 37th Virginia Infantry from Russell County. Racism confuses me. It really does. Simply because of the fact that we all come from the same place. First evidence of humanity popped up in Africa about 2 million years ago. That's where humanity come from. We are all humans. That's why racism, I think, is, excuse my French, kind of bullshit. You know, it's made to divide people. It's made to tear people down.
I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 15 years old.